All right. I just want to welcome everybody to our EFT and Law of Attraction workshop for manifesting happiness, abundance, prosperity, and success. My name is Tony Parker, also known as Tony the Tapper. And I guess we'll get into some warm-up taps, and then everybody can afterwards can check in with their specific challenges and issues. So, first tap that we're going to do is the protective shield of golden light, which is actually really good thing to do whenever you're in a difficult or toxic environment, so you don't get slimed by other people's negative energy. It's actually from a 5,000-year-old Tibetan mantra, just translated English, and then I just added the tapping. Okay, so it's been around a while. Like pretty much nothing I do is original. I borrow from everybody shamelessly. So let's start doing the protective shield of golden light. And again, it's Simon Says. Let's start tapping the top of the head. And now just repeat after me. Energy system.
Energy system.
Eyebrow. I'm instructing you.
I'm instructing you.
Side of the eye to generate a protective shield of golden light.
To generate a protective shield of golden light.
Under the eye. All around my body.
All around my body.
Under the nose. Protecting me from all negative energies.
Protecting me from all negative energies.
Okay. Under the mouth. All negative influences.
All negative influences.
Okay. Very good. Collarbone. All negative intentions.
All negative intentions.
Okay. Under the arm. All negative entities.
All negative entities.
Karate chop. Sending them all to the sun.
Sending them all to the sun.
To be transmuted to love.
To be transmuted to love.
Very good. Top of the head. Only allowing in.
Only allowing in.
Eyebrow. Loving.
Loving.
Side of the eye. Healing.
Healing.
Under the eye. Positive.
Positive.
Under the nose. Energies and intentions.
Energies and intentions.
Under the mouth. And if I have any negative energies or intentions.
If I have
any negative energies or intentions.
Collarbone. I send them all to the sun.
I send them all to the sun.
And to be transmuted to love.
To be transmuted to love.
Very good. Take a deep breath. At our release. Okay, very good. Excellent. All right, and now the next thing we're going to do is the Ho'oponopono, again, which again is a traditional native Hawaiian mantra chant. It's all over the internet. It's really good for relationship type challenges, but again, it's also good for remote healing. In either instance, you take a photograph. If you have a photograph of the person that you want to send remote healing to, or the person you have some kind of relationship challenge, have a photograph in front of you, then do Ho'oponopono, or just kind of visualize them in your mind's eye while you tap. Either way works just fine. And again, there's tons and tons of articles and message traffic about Ho'oponopono, and a lot of people combine it with EFT. So let's just start tapping the top of the head, okay? And just repeat after me, okay? Simon Says, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Eyebrow, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Side of the eye, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Under the eye, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, I love you.
I love you.
Collarbone, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Under the arm, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Karate chop, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Top of the head, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, I love you.
I love you.
Under the eye, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Under the nose, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Under the mouth, I forgive you.
I forgive
you.
Collarbone, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, I love you.
I love
you.
Very good. Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. There you go. And release. Very good. Excellent. Okay. And now we're going to move along to the gratitude tap, which is classic law of attraction. They do this on all these sort of law of attraction, $3,000 law of attraction success seminars, weekend seminars at the Marriott. And they do this on Sunday night before they send you home. They say, make a list of things you're grateful for and tappity, tappity, tapping on each one. Now, I like to teach 3 different ways of focusing on it. But either way works. It's probably the simplest and most powerful form of activating law of attraction, and it yields a lot of very positive benefits. So the first way around we're going to work it is the general gratitude tap, and the way that works is each one of you guys, each one of us is invited to check in and share something generally that happened over the last 7 days that you're grateful for. It can be a person in your life, an aspect of your, life or yourself or health. It can be an event, anything that happened over the last 7 days that you feel positive about, or anybody that did something or anything over the last 7 days you feel positive. So who'd like to check in? Please go ahead.
Well, Tammy, I'll check.
Sorry, go ahead, Tammy.
Ladies first. Go on, Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'm just really grateful for all of my recovery and all the different areas that I've come so far. I just really have some deep gratitude for that. So
awesome. Very cool. Top of the head. All righty. Excellent. So let's go start tapping the top of the head and say those 2 magic words that some people can never say. But again, we all can say them. Just say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Very good. Let's all take a deep breath and release. Okay, very good. Brett, go ahead, please.
I'm thankful for my daughter and for all the hard work that she's been doing at school, and just that I have such a great blessing in my life.
Beautiful. Top of the head, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Very good. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Very good. And I'm just going to share my health is getting a lot better. I'm walking longer distances. I've been doing a kind of walking meditation more or less every day, even with the crummy weather. And I'm getting up to 1 and 2 miles. It depends on the weather, and if it's too cold, I don't do the full 2 miles. But it's good, and I'm feeling more and more healthier physically, and more stronger, and so that's a good thing. Top of the head, thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Very good. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Very good. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to move along to the money tap, the cash and prizes gratitude tap. And again, I always recommend this one because this is absolute cash and prizes. This is, if there's one thing you take away, everybody who does this one, this particular type of, gratitude tap actually sees financial increase. So this really works, okay? What you do, make a list of past clients, customers, employers, sources of income. Okay? This can be anything from employers, government agencies, gigs, whatever, any source of income. It could also be friends and family who've even given you stuff. So it's not, it's good that it may be, for goods and services that you provided, okay, but also people who've been kind or generous to you as well. It's being grateful for abundance coming from all sources. So again, make that list and tap on a few of them, whatever. So let's all check in a source of abundance. Who'd like to check in? Let's go.
Well, Tammy, I'd like to express gratitude for my new employer. The check has been good for a month straight. So LCA.
Awesome. Top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Karate
you.
chop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. And I'll release. Okay. And now I'm going to share I got EP, a client, top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath and our release. Okay. Very good. Excellent. And so there we go. That's the cash and prizes version of the gratitude tap. And I'll be honest with you, I do this every morning. All my clients get 10 seconds of thank you, even you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And being human, I slack off. And I'll tell you something. When I slack off the gratitude tap, I notice less clients coming in, less business coming in.
Wow.
And I actually see it happening, when I go, oh, I've got, why bother? And the next thing I know, I've got, then I start it up again, and then I start getting new clients coming out of the woodwork. It's really weird. Okay, so now we're going to go to the love tap. And the way that works, there's two ways that works. If you're in an existing relationship, okay, you share an aspect of your partner that you feel grateful about, something they do or behave or physically or emotionally or spiritually, whatever it is about them, an aspect of them that you admire or love or feel grateful for, okay? Now, if you're like me where you're shopping, you make a list of your past loves, okay? Either way manifests or brings up that love energy, okay? And again, the way law of attraction works, if you're projecting positive energy, you get the positive energy back, okay? So who wants to check in either form of the love tap? Go ahead, please.
Well, it's Tammy. I'll start. So William and I are the same age, so we have a lot in common from way back, and we're both ACA, so have a lot in common. But I really like to be able to just that go back and kind of re-experience the childhood stuff through music, through, songs that, we grew up with. We're just having just a ball with that. And I love that. That's just awesome.
Awesome. Very cool. Top of the head, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath and now release. Okay, who else would like to check in? Very good. Excellent. Who else would like to check in, sort of love tap?
It's Brett. I'll say to AR, who has a very, very a big and generous heart, and puts everybody before herself. So, yeah.
Okay, top of the head, thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Excellent. So now, let's see who. Okay, I know. Memory of a past flame keeps the memory of whom keeps me warm and toasty on a cold winter's night. CN, top of the head, thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. So I'll take a deep breath and I'll release. Very cool. Excellent. All righty. So now let's move along to the money thermostat. And again, the way the money thermostat works is if you're doing the money thermostat by yourself, you would write down the exact amount of money that you made last month, okay? And then you'd go, even though I made X hundred last month or X thousand last month, I choose to make twice X thousand, hundred, whatever it is, this month. And it doesn't matter how much you made. Don't be ashamed. You want to get over that. Everybody starts from somewhere. This exercise is what actually propelled my guru, Gary Craig. He was an insurance guy. He had an insurance business. And he did this exercise for a couple years, and he got to a point where he could sell his business and retire permanently and practice EFT full time. And that's exactly how Gary did this, and he used this exercise. So it really works. When you're working on your own or working with a coach, use the real numbers, okay? Since we're working as a group, we've got the vague version or the generalized version of it. Still works just fine. So rubbing your sore spot, just repeat after me. Okay, even though I made what I made last month.
Even though I made
what I made last month.
I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
And I deeply and completely.
And I deeply and completely.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
Excellent. So even though I made what I made last month.
So even though I made what I made last month.
I set a firm intention.
I set a firm intention.
To make twice what I made last month this month.
make
to make
twice
twice
what
what I made last month this month.
and I deeply and completely
and I
And I
deeply and
deeply and
completely
completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. So even though I made what I made last month,
So even though I made what
I
I made last month,
today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to make twice what I made last month this month,
to make twice what I made last month this month.
and I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Excellent. Very good. Let's go top of the head. I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
I deserve to make twice what I made last month this month.
I deserve to make twice what I made last month this month.
Very good. Side of the eye. Give myself permission to make twice what I made last month this month.
I give myself permission to make twice what I made last month this month.
Okay, under the eye. I am willing to make twice what I made last month this month.
I am willing to make twice what I made last month this month.
Under the nose, it's safe for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
It's safe for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
On the mouth, I have the power to make twice what I made last month this month.
I have the power to make twice what I made last month this month.
Collarbone, I like the way it feels when I make twice what I made last month this month.
I like how it feels when I make twice what I made last month this month.
Very good. Excellent. Under the arm, it's easy for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
It's easy for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
Okay, karate chop. So even though I made what I made last month,
what I made last month,
today, right now, I set a firm intention.
Today, right now, I set a firm intention
to make twice what I made last month this month.
To make twice what I made last month this month.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
Beautiful. Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Very cool. Excellent. All righty. So that's the money thermostat. Again, my own personal experience, there actually have been some months where I actually really made twice what I made from the month before. But by and large, it's a kind of an upward trend, 5, 10, upward kind of trajectory. So, sometimes it's been like outrageous. I mean, amazing results. But it tends to be more just this kind of upward curve. So, again, the idea is persistence, repetition, and if you can use the real numbers, it makes it even more powerful an exercise, okay? Alrighty, guys, that's our warm-up series. So now it's time for check-ins. You guys are invited to check in, share synchronicities, challenges, victories, etc. Kvetch or Kvel. Who'd like to check in? Also, is anything specific that you want to tap on? Go ahead, please.
Oh, Tammy, I'll start.
Hey, Tam.
So I've made it over a month now in this new job, and I just was looking back at my notes from, probably like 4 years ago even, when I first started entertaining the idea of the perfect job movie. And in that movie, I was going to have a better class of clients. I was going to be supported by my employer. It was going to be a healthy, nurturing, non-insane, backstabby, bitchy, evil environment. So it was just
Boy, that is a fantasy.
I was going to be just supported on all sides. I was going to be given work to do and trusted with it, that I was, my competency would be trusted. And I have to tell you that I love my new job. Like, I love this. I'm falling in love with my clients, which they're all voluntary. They all want the help. It's just amazing. I got some really fun people. And I got a thank you note from a former colleague who's now, we're colleagues again. She's a social worker, and her and I actually graduated high school together. and she sent me the most wonderful thank you note for my hard work with a couple of her clients. And I'm just feeling the love all the way around. And I went to the grocery store today, and I have, you know, numerous people from the recovery community that reach out to me from time to time because, you know, I've been in important positions in their life, and when times are hard and you find someone who can hear you or will listen to you, it's so important. And I just have all of this good seems to be just rolling back to me like it was all paid forward. And now I'm really enjoying that harvest of the hard work and the tapping, which I've been doing for, I mean, years. Is it tedious? Oh, yeah. But does it pay off? Absolutely. Because if you can rewire yourself, this stuff may have been happening, but I was not allowing it. So now the allowing is so different. And I'm just really kind of living in the glow of that. And I'm so grateful. So that's fantastic. I'm full of gratitude and peace and serenity and love and feeling good. So with that, I'll pass.
Well, that's really good to hear, Tammy. And again, I just want to say that, you know, the fact that you've done the work, you stuck it out. And of course, you know, the trouble with this work is that it's not sexy. It's boring. It's tedious. It's a pain in the ass. But the results are extraordinary. You know, that's the point. And, you know, I think that's the, you know, I mean, the people who've stuck it out in this group, you know, have harvested the results. Okay. And it is a kind of you know, it's a twofold thing. One, it's dealing with the here now stuff, you know, then it's also going back into the past and finding out where those, you know, misbeliefs or weird programs or cognitive viruses or whatever you want to call them are, you know, and to reprogram yourself for the change, you know, and also dealing with our own weird, you know, human nature of, you know, not wanting what's good for us, you know what I mean? Insisting on crappy clients and insisting on abusive bosses, demanding abusive bosses, demanding shitty clients who don't pay. You know,
don't treat me so well and you pay me too much.
Right. I mean, you know, and I mean, this is quite, I mean, it's human, it's a really weird streak in human, you know, but the good news is the human mind is completely plastic and reprogrammable. So this stuff really does work. But again, I tell everybody, I said, this is no magic bullet. You have to do the work. You have to really, you know, focus and do all the stuff.
Persistent. Yep. Consistent, persistent. Yep.
You have to be persistent, but it works. That's all I could say. You know, I mean, and some people have spectacular results. Other people just, you know, there's that gradual increase in income, gradual, natural shift away from abusive or you know, abuse and deprivation and neglect to a better lifestyle and, you know, happiness and, you know, just general well-being, you know. You know, and some people have spectacular kind of pattern, you know what I mean, recoveries, for want of a better word. So, but Tammy, I want to endorse you for having stuck it out and done all that, you know, all that heavy duty work, you know, because, you know, like I said, it takes, you have to really stick it out and do the work, you know, because, you know, I guess the point is we've had a lifetime of doing it the other way, you know.
That's right. That's for sure.
You know. Anyway, thanks a lot for checking in. Is there anything specific you want to kind of tap on tonight?
Actually, if I can tap into your deep resources, if you can help me dial in on this. I had my mom's younger sister who took care of me when I was a baby, and my mom was drunk in the bar and neglecting me and my two older siblings. She took care of me. She was 14, and they would give her beer to babysit me and my brothers. And she was here today and visited with me. and was telling me some of these stories of when I was little, and that we were just kind of the play-by-play of how neglected we were because of my alcoholic mom. And I'm feeling like I feel it in my jaw, I feel it in the back of my throat. And it's like now I'm probably learning about this now, because now I could probably fucking handle it. Oh, excuse me, I could probably handle it, but and maybe not before. But so just kind of having that awareness that's on the radar. Not sure where it's going to land, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that restriction in my throat and that tightness in my bottom jaw, which I've always felt when I felt really stressed. And now I'm just recognizing where it's at now after when I'm thinking about hearing that story today.
Well, let me ask you a question. I'm just curious, because one of your concerns, and this is also something you want to look, you said that, things are going so well, and you felt there was almost an impulse to sabotage this job because it's going too well for you, and you're getting paid too much money, and they're too nice to you, and there's a part of you that may want to, mess it up and make it hard and difficult and painful, because that's the familiar feeling, right?
Right.
But you haven't done that. You've actually let them be nice to you, right?
I have. I've let them buy me new stuff that's helpful for me. So I have to carry a computer with me, so I got a backpack, so I have a shoulder bag. They got office stuff for me, so I'm comfortable. No, I'm not sabotaging. I'm aware of that. I'm very aware of that.
That's a classic pattern, is that, if somebody's not abusing us, we'll find a way.
Right.
Right, we'll create the drama in some other way. Okay, thanks a lot. We'll get into some stuff tonight, don't worry. But thanks for sharing. I just want to, like I said, I want to endorse you because you really, done the work, slogged it out, and yielded some incredible life-changing results, Okay, Brett, check in, please. Go ahead, man.
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say congratulations to Tammy, too, and to, is it William, is her partner? Yep. Okay, because I've been listening to past recordings, and I feel like I've gotten to know you guys kind of a little bit, and so I've been, following along, and I think it's great the progress you guys have made. So I think that's wonderful.
You.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Oh boy, I don't even know where to begin for me. I really, geez. Tony, you and I have talked before. It's just like a lot of chaos, and it's trying to create some kind of, I don't know, safe place. I don't know. I don't know where to, like I said, I don't even know where to begin. There's been a lot going on. There's good things happening for sure, and there's been some real challenges that never seem to go away. It's like the same things keep popping up all the time. Sorry for being so general.
That's okay. I mean, like I said, this isn't the Spanish Inquisition. We're not going to tie you to a chair and beat you with a rubber hose. But I just want you to do a reality check, okay? All right. Now, are you secure and safe where you're living? You have shelter?
I do.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a weird situation, so. But it's for the most part.
You're not out in the cold. You're not homeless, right?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Do you have food in the fridge?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Do you have money in the bank? A
little. Yeah.
That's something, right? Okay.
Yeah, enough to make it in the next couple days.
That's okay. All right. And I take it you're in a relationship with a significant other?
Yes.
Okay, and that's a happy relationship, that's loving, happy, and you're glad you're in it, right?
Kind of.
There's some issues in the relationship. Well, maybe we can look at that as well. Okay, so that's what I'm going to suggest you do, okay? Did you get the little $2 spiral notebook?
I did. Yes.
Good. One of the things you want to write down, okay? By the way, I'm
Mhm.
actually writing a workbook. I'm in the midst of writing a workbook, so this will all be in it. You still need to do your own writing, okay?
Mhm.
Keeping a journal is very important, okay? Even if it's just unconscious writing, all right, it's still helpful because you can look back on yourself and see the progress you're making, okay?
Okay.
All right, so one of the things you want to is a kind of, you want to look at, you want to make two lists, okay? One list is what you consider the challenges in your life, i.e. what's not working,
Mhm.
okay?
Okay.
The next list is what is working for you right now.
Mhm.
Okay, and you want to date it and just say, okay, as of this day, this is what's not working for me. This is what is working for me. And then you want your letter to Santa Claus list, which is the things I want to achieve. It's things I want.
Sure. Mhm.
Okay, and you make those three lists and you date them.
Okay.
Okay, that's how we benchmark your progress. Okay,
Okay.
and I'm Tammy. I'm not going to reveal any. Your life was when we started this, your life was in complete chaos, right?
That's putting it lightly.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yep. Right.
I'm not gonna
Yep.
get into details, but she may if she wants to divulge to you personally or whatever. But I'm telling you,
Mhm.
people have joined our group in worse shape than you. Okay, and their lives are in
Oh.
complete chaos and behind big eight balls. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All right, so this process works. It's going to take work. Okay, it's not going to take you hours a day. It's going to take you maybe 15 or 20 minutes every day.
Okay.
All right, and doing that 15, 20 minutes a day of both healing and self-examination, okay, is going to get you where you want to go. Now, obviously, you have to take actions. I mean, I'm not going to deliver this stuff to your doorstep,
Right.
Uh, but you're going to find, we're going to go through whatever it is that's blocking you or causing the chaos or the
Mhm.
disorganization. So here, and again, not to beat you up, this is not the Spanish Inquisition, but just so you
Mhm.
know, if you've had a pattern of insecurity and chaos in your life, has there been a
Yeah.
pattern? Okay,
Oh yeah.
it's probably because that's how you were educated or programmed.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
where I'm going with this is don't blame yourself. You were probably programmed to do this by your family of origin.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Okay, now in turn, they were programmed to do that by their family. You know what I mean? It goes on and on and on.
Sure. Oh yeah.
The good news is you can break the chain.
Yep.
Okay,
Mm.
so you were programmed. The life you have right now, you were programmed to have it.
Yep.
Just like they
Yeah.
program computers, well, that you were, and so what we do is we take stock of all these attitudes, beliefs, and the way we react or respond and the decisions we make, and we start to evaluate them and we start changing them.
Mhm.
And again, it's, you can't do it overnight because there's a lot of attitudes, there's a lot of beliefs, there's a lot of behaviors, okay? And
Sure.
it's a whole matrix of stuff, okay?
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. And again, like I said, uh, it's not your fault. It's not like you woke up this morning and said, "Gee, I think I'll fuck up my life." That'll just make things kind of interesting for today. You know what I mean? You know,
Sure.
it's that. But basically, what happened was, growing up in your family of origin. And again, I don't know. You haven't told or shared in this group or me personally what happened,
Mm.
but on a day-to-day basis for the first 10 or 15 years of your life, they pretty much programmed to do what you're doing now.
Sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'm aware of all those things too.
Right.
And so, and it's been this, like you and I have talked several times, and it's been this very slow process for me to try to start to incorporate these things, these new routines, and I don't know if it's just if I'm resisting or if it's just I'm so ingrained in the other ways that it's just hard to change, hard to start doing something new. But it's been, like I said, I've been very gradually starting to incorporate the tapping and things like that into my life, and but you keep falling back on those old patterns so readily, so quickly, and feel like I haven't, like you haven't made any progress. At least, that's how I feel a lot of times.
Well, again, like I said, the fact that you're here now and you're willing to do some tapping, it gets easier and easier, okay? Again, it's just persistence, okay? Repetition. You're deprogramming yourself.
Yeah.
And reprogramming yourself. And it takes persistence and repetition, and it gets easier. But there will be resistance because there's a part of the mind, the way the mind works, there's a part of you that defends the way you've been operating. That's what the resistance is. There's a kind of a little program in you that says, this is new. We've been doing it the other way for 30 years. Why should we, and we're perfectly miserable, but why should we change, right?
Yeah.
And that's where the resistance comes. So there is a tap on resistance, even though I'm resistant to change, which is a perfectly legitimate place to start. Okay.
Okay.
So why don't we, for Brett, we're going to just do a simple tap, okay? And again, let's just rub our sore spot and repeat after me. Even though I want to change.
Even though I want to change.
Part of me doesn't want to change.
Part of me doesn't want to change.
I've been doing it this way all my life.
I've been doing it this way all my life.
So why should I change?
So why should I change?
I mean, I know I'm miserable.
I mean, I know I'm miserable.
And it's not working for me.
And it's not working for me.
But part of me doesn't want to change.
But still, part of me doesn't want to change.
But I deeply and completely.
Love,
accept, and forgive myself.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
So even though I'm resistant to change,
I
deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself.
I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. I hear William's voice, so okay.
Yep.
So even though I'm totally resistant to change.
Today,
right now, I set a firm intention.
To
heal and let go. All resistance to change. And I deeply and completely. Love, accept, and forgive myself. Very good. Let's go top of the head. All resistance to change. Eyebrow. I don't want to change. You can't make me change. Nobody can make me change. My resistance to change.
I
don't care how miserable I am.
I'm not changing.
On to the nose. All resistance to change.
On the mouth.
Even though my life's going to be 1,000% better. If I change, right? I just don't want to change. All my resistance to change. I am so resistant to change. Karate chop. So even though I'm resistant to change.
So even though I'm resistant to change,
today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to heal and let go
to heal and let go
all resistance to change.
all resistance to change.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
There we go. Let's go top of the head. Letting go of all resistance to change.
Letting go of all resistance to change.
Eyebrow letting go.
Letting go.
Side of the eye letting go.
Letting go.
Under the eye letting go.
Letting
Letting
go.
go.
Under the nose letting go.
Letting go.
Under the mouth letting go.
Letting go.
Letting go.
Collarbone letting go.
Letting
Letting
go.
go.
Under the arm letting go.
Letting
Letting
go.
go.
Karate chop letting go of all resistance to change.
Letting go of all resistance to change.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Okay, so I'll take a deep breath. And I'll release. Okay, very cool. Okay, William, I guess you came in. You want to check in quickly, what you'd like to tap on, where you're at, how things are going, etc.?
Yeah, things are going pretty good for me. I've been pretty thankful for how things are, and you kind of hit on the topic I wanted to work on. So right there,
There's a lot of it going around.
Yeah.
Okay, well, again, it's part of it is we're designed that way. It's a form of self-protection. I mean, otherwise, we would be, it would be like sort of, we would have no real stable personality or stable identity. It's really an identity thing, and it's a way to protect ourselves. And it's not such a bad thing. I mean, it gives us stability. I mean, it is kind of, it's actually what happened. It's part of it's the ego, which basically starts at about age 2, right? But then maxes out about 7. And if we don't transition to a more adult consciousness, we're stuck at age 7, But again, it's not necessarily a bad thing, except that it gets in the way. If we have to change and evolve and grow and make a quantum leap in consciousness or awareness or, life changing, or if we've been programmed badly, by crazy family, it does make it kind of, it just makes the job a little hard. But the good news is, with persistence and repetition, you can change anything. And the thing about EFT is whatever the problem is that is right under your nose, that's what you tap on. So that's, with Brett, was saying, part of this is he's been bumping into himself kind of, and again, that's the first thing, that's probably the first thing you need to tap on, even though I don't trust changing. I'm afraid of changing, and in fact, that could be psychological reversal. Okay, this could be one of your defense mechanisms, Brett. Okay, now here's the thing about a defense mechanism. You notice I got a hole in my shirt because I've been rubbing my sore spot. I've rubbed my shirt, my bear there. Okay. Here's the deal. Growing up in a dysfunctional family, you acquired perhaps several survival mechanisms. Okay, and maybe you had to protect and defend yourself at a deep core level, all right? And, it worked. You know what I mean? Again, the fact that you're not a statistic, you're not in a, you're not doing, you're not in a security max doing life, you're not a gangbanger, you're not, you know what I mean? You're not on a street corner, you're not a crack addict, and you're not in a back ward of a mental institution, right? Well, whatever survival mechanisms you learned in your crazy dysfunctional family, they work to a certain degree. Okay? And of course, they only work around crazy people. They don't work in the real world that well, you know. But it sort of worked, which is why there's a party that says, "Well, it worked. It got me out of my family. You know, I managed to survive 15 years. You know, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?" But the point is, and this is, you know, to quote Jung. Actually, Jung is probably more interesting than Freud. Is that we have to let go of a lot of the old programming in order to evolve and grow, you know, and now's the time. But the part of you is saying, hey, this shit worked for me. The way I've been doing it sort of works, so why change, right? Of course, it's not working as well as you'd like. That's the problem, right? So it's okay. And also, you know, there's a lot of feelings. So what we're going to do now is a thing called psychological reversal, because this is a core pattern, okay? Now, psychological reversal means a system of thought or system of behaviors that have been in you or part of you for so long, they were probably one of your survival mechanisms, okay? It's how you survived your crazy family, right? It's going to be hard for you to let go of it. Or, you know, so we have to kind of approach it in a lot of different ways. It sounds a little weird when we do PR work, but actually it's going to help you, okay? And William, it's the same thing for you too, right?
Right.
Okay. So we're going to, basically it's pretty much the same tap, only we're going to rub sore spot and just go, even though it's not safe for me to change.
Even though it's not
safe for me to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though it's not safe for others for me to change.
Even though
it's not safe for others for me to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though it's not good for me to change.
Even though it's not good for me to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply,
completely love and accept myself.
Even though it's not good for others for me to change.
Even though it's not good for others for me to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I don't trust myself to change.
Even though I don't trust myself to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I don't trust others for me to change.
Even though I don't trust others for me to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Very good. Even though I don't deserve to change.
Even though I don't deserve to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I'm not smart enough to change.
Even though
I'm not smart enough to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I'm not good enough to change.
Even though I'm not good enough to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I don't have the power to change.
Even though I don't have the power to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I don't believe I'll ever be able to change, so why bother?
Even though I don't believe I'll ever be able to change, so why bother?
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I'm afraid to change.
Even though I'm afraid to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I don't know how to change.
Even though I don't know how to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I'm not ready to change.
even though
Even
I'm
though
not
I'm
ready.
not ready to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I
I
deeply,
deeply, completely love and accept myself.
Even though I don't really want to change.
even
though
though I
I
don't
really don't want to change.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself.
So even though I don't want to change,
So even though I don't want to change,
I choose to change anyway.
I
I choose to change anyway.
And I deeply and completely
Deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Top of the head, I choose to change.
I choose to change.
I deserve to change.
I deserve to change.
Side of the eye, I give myself permission to change.
I give myself permission to change.
On the I am willing to change.
I am willing to change.
Under the nose, it's safe for me to change.
It's safe for me to change.
Under the mouth, I have the power to change.
I have the power to change.
Collarbone, I like the way it feels when I change.
I like the way it feels when I change.
On the it's easy for me to change.
It's easy for me to change.
Friday shop. So even though I've got all this fear and resistance to change,
So even though I've got all this fear and resistance to change,
today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to heal and let go all resistance to change.
to heal and let go all resistance to change.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Top of the head, letting go of all fear and resistance to change.
Letting go of all fear and resistance to change.
Very good. Eyebrow, letting go.
Letting go.
Side of the eye, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the eye, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the nose, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the mouth, letting go.
Letting go.
Collarbone, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the arm, letting go.
Letting
Letting
go.
go.
Karate chop, letting go of all fear and resistance to change.
Letting go of all fear and resistance to change.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself.
Excellent. Very good. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Okay. All right. How's that feel, Brett?
Good.
William, how's that?
Feels pretty good.
Okay, good. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's basically it's quite normal to have that resistance. It's part of our survival makeup anyway. So, it's not a question of beating ourselves over the head and, again, punishing ourselves into change. It's just repetition. When you start to feel that resistance or defiance, it's usually an angry, frightened little 6 or 7-year-old kid inside you that's just saying, no, I won't do it. And again, you gotta get, you need to be firm but loving with that little child inside you, So maybe we want to do a little inner child work as well. Again, all of this stuff is really very early programming. A lot of it is even nonverbal. It was before you could even speak, you learned most of this stuff, okay? That's how deeply ingrained in your personality and psyche this stuff is. So it's going to take some work, but we keep at it, we keep doing it, and gradually you start seeing the changes and the results, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. So Tammy, what kind of tuned me back in? You sort of said what you wanted to tap on, but I didn't quite get it. I didn't quite connect this. My synapses are gone. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, actually, I'm feeling pretty good tonight. I'm glad that we worked through that. So I'm thinking that I'm going to let that one simmer in the crock pot for a little while. I know we're getting to the top of the hour and our time here is somewhat short, but I'm very grateful to always review the reversal stuff. And if you wanted to do a round of matrix or inner child work for me, that would be right up my alley.
Okay, well then again, that's probably a good thing to work on, because that, again, it's a core thing. It's reparenting ourselves. And Brett, you're a daddy, right?
Yes.
But you're probably a better daddy to your daughter. Is it daughter or son?
Daughter.
You're probably a better daddy to your daughter than you are to yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's kind of the you see, somewhere again in the family of origin stuff, you kind of abandoned yourself, or you were abandoned or neglected. Like I said, I don't know your story, so
Mhm.
this is if I don't get you 100%, it's
Oh,
'cause I
that's
don't
okay.
know.
Yeah.
But there's probably a part of you that was abandoned or neglected in some way, and then you just carried on the job that you learned, how to abandon and neglect yourself. So a lot of the healing and recovery work is about becoming the father or mother you never had. Actually
Right.
reparenting yourself, okay?
Sure.
And it's developing almost like, again, would you let a 6-year-old or 7-year-old or whatever son of yours do what you do? You know what
No
I'm saying?
way. No way.
That's the point. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
And so that's the whole idea, becoming the loving parent you never had, okay? And it starts with developing a dialogue with that inner child. And there may be different ages as well that we need to look at. But just start, what we do is we start rubbing your sore spot, okay? And now closing your eyes, tuning in to imagining yourself as a little boy. Did you have a nickname, or was it always Brett?
I'm always Brett. Yeah, or Brett the Richard, as I like to call myself, because Richard's my first name.
Okay, what were you called when you were a little boy? Richard or Dick?
No, Brett was always the name that I was called. My father wanted to be named Richard, but my mother insisted on Brett, so they compromised. So.
Okay, so you were Brett. Okay.
Conflict right away.
Right. Okay, so just when you close your eyes and kind of settle in on a picture of yourself as a little boy.
Okay.
And you can settle in on a picture, a mind picture, mind movie. How old is he?
I'm going to say 5.
Okay. Now, what I want you to do is kind of step into that movie, the adult you, step into that movie and kind of, I don't know, pick him up or put him on your knee. As the way you hold your daughter when she was younger, right? Okay, I don't know. How old is your daughter?
She's 13 now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, when she was younger, you'd pick her up, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Imagine picking up little Brett, 5 years old, okay, and kind of consoling him, holding him in your arms. Now, also imagine yourself tapping on him as you tap on yourself, okay? All right. William, how old is your inner child, little William? Little
About
Blue.
3.
3, little Blue, okay.
Yeah.
Tammy?
I'm going to go with 2.
Wow, okay. All right, so again, we're just going to cycle through our tapping points, starting at the top of the head, and just say, I love. Also, depending on the pronoun, the gender pronoun, we'll use whatever one is appropriate for you. And, if mommy's appropriate, fine. If daddy's appropriate, fine. Or little boy or little girl, use the one that's appropriate for you. So top of the head, and just say, I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Eyebrow. You're the best little boy or girl in the whole wide world.
The best little boy in the whole wide world.
Side of the eye. And I'm your new mommy or daddy now.
I'm your new daddy now.
Okay. And I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
Under the nose. I love you just the way you are.
I love you just the way you are.
Because you're the best little boy or girl in the whole wide world.
You're the
You're
best
the
little
best.
boy in the whole wide world.
Collarbone. And I'm never going to leave you or abandon you.
And I'm
And I'm
never
never
going to
going to
leave you.
leave you or abandon you.
Under the arm. I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
Karate chop. And I'm always going to be there to protect and defend you.
And I'm always going to be there to protect and defend you.
Top of the head. I'm never going to let anybody ever hurt you like that again.
I'm never going to let anybody hurt you again like that again.
Okay, eyebrow, because I'm your new daddy, your mommy now.
Because I'm your new daddy now.
So and I love you so much.
I love you so much.
I'm going to love you forever and ever.
I'm
going to love you forever and ever.
Under the nose, I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
Always going to be there to take care of you.
I love buying you all the clothes you need.
I love buying you all the clothes you need.
Collarbone, I love making all your favorite treats.
I love making you all your favorite treats.
And I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
Karate chop, because I'm your new mommy or daddy now.
Because I'm your new daddy now.
Top of the head. And I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
Because you're so smart.
Because you're so smart.
And you're so cute and funny.
You're so cute and funny.
Under the eye. And you work so hard.
You work so hard.
Under the nose. And you're the best little boy or girl in the whole wide world.
You're the best little boy in the whole wide world.
Under the mouth. And I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
Collarbone, I'm never going to leave you or abandon you.
I'm never going to
leave you or abandon you.
Because I'm going to love you forever and ever.
Because I'm going to love you forever and ever.
Karate chop. Because I'm your new mommy and daddy now.
Because I'm your new mommy and
daddy.
Top of the head. And I'm always going to take care of you.
I'm always going to take care of you.
Eyebrow, I love you just the way you are.
And I love you just the way you are.
And I'm always going to be there to protect and defend you.
I'm always going to be there to protect and defend you.
I'm never going to let anybody ever hurt you again.
I'm never going to let anybody ever hurt you again.
Because I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
Because I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
Because I love you so much.
Because I love you so much.
Because you're the best little boy or girl in the whole wide world.
You're the best little boy in the whole wide world.
Because I'm your new mommy or daddy now.
I'm your new daddy now.
Karate chop, and I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
I'm always going to be there to take care of you.
And I'm going to love you forever and ever.
And I'm going to love you
forever and ever.
Okay, take a deep breath. And now release. Okay. Okay, how's that feel? Good?
Oh.
Very good.
All right, that's the dialogue you should be having with that little boy or little girl inside you. And eventually, that becomes a practice. You actually start taking better care of that little boy or little girl.
Mm.
Okay, and that's how you slide into not having horrible abusive jobs or crappy clients, because you start taking better care of yourself. Because you have you're now taking if you had a little boy or a little girl came in and said, should I go work at that abusive job where they don't pay me and they treat me like shit? Well, if you had a little son or daughter coming to you, you'd say no, right? But so that's why we do this work. Okay, so I think we've had a pretty good session. I want to thank you all for being here. We're going to wrap it up with the abundance tap, okay? And so let's rub our sore spot and just repeat after me, okay? Even though I have been allowing the universe
Even though I have been allowing the universe
to manifest some abundance in my life,
I choose to allow the universe
I
I
choose
choose to allow the universe
to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to manifest even more abundance in my life.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. So even though I have been allowing the universe
So even though I have been allowing the universe
to manifest some abundance in my life,
to manifest some abundance in my life,
I set a firm intention
I set a firm intention
to allow the universe to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to allow the universe to manifest even more abundance into my life.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. So even though I have been allowing the universe
So even though I have been allowing the universe
to manifest some abundance in my life,
to manifest some abundance in my life,
today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to allow the universe to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to allow the universe to manifest even more abundance into my life.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Okay, karate chop. Today, right now, I set a firm intention,
Today, right now, I set a firm intention
top of the head, to allow the universe
to allow the universe
to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to manifest even more abundance into my life.
Okay, very good. Eyebrow, even more abundance of love.
Even more abundance of love,
Side of the eye, even more abundance of happiness.
even more abundance of
Okay,
happiness,
under the eye, even more abundance of good health.
even more abundance of good health,
Under the nose, even more abundance of financial prosperity.
even more abundance of financial prosperity,
Under the mouth, even more abundance of artistic creativity.
even more abundance of artistic creativity,
Collarbone, even more abundance of good friends.
even more abundance of good friends,
Under the arm, even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
Karate chop. So today, right now, I set a firm intention,
So today, right now, I set a firm intention
top of the head, to allow the universe
to allow the universe
to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to manifest even more abundance into my life.
Very good. Eyebrow, even more abundance of love.
Even more abundance of love,
Side of the eye, even more abundance of happiness.
even more abundance of happiness,
Under the eye, even more abundance of good health.
even more abundance of good health,
Under the nose, even more abundance of financial prosperity.
even more abundance of financial prosperity,
Under the mouth, even more abundance of artistic creativity.
even more abundance of artistic creativity,
Collarbone, even more abundance of good friends.
even more abundance of good friends,
Under the arm, even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
Karate chop. So today, right now, I set a firm intention,
So today, right now, I set a firm intention
top of the head. We're on the home stretch now, to allow the universe
to allow the universe
to manifest even more abundance in my life.
to manifest even more abundance into my life.
Eyebrow, even more abundance of love.
Even more abundance of love,
Side of the eye, even more abundance of happiness.
even more abundance of
Under
happiness,
the eye, even more abundance of good health.
even more abundance of good health,
Under the nose, even more abundance of financial prosperity.
even more abundance of financial prosperity,
Under the mouth, even more abundance of artistic creativity.
even more abundance of artistic creativity,
Very good. Collarbone, even more abundance of good friends.
even more abundance of good friends,
Under the arm, even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
even more abundance of all the good things I really need.
Karate chop. And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Guys, it's a wrap. I want to thank you all for being on tonight. And I want to wish you all a happy, prosperous, healthy, abundant, love-filled week. And I hope to see you all next week, okay? And God bless you all. And huggy face, kissy poos.
You too, Tony. Thank you.
Good night, Tammy. Good
Good
night,
night,
Will.
Brett.
Good night, Brett. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.